Namaskar. 2 years back, I was in Davos, and there, in one of the panels, IT Minister of UAE, he said that it is difficult to distinguish between complete and finish. People use it interchangeably, so it is difficult to distinguish complete and finish. But for one thing, I'm sure that those who are out of this AI race, they will be completely finished. So this is the kind of importance nations are placing on AI, because it is not being taken as a new technology. It is a complete platform shift. And you might have seen the video of CEO NVIDIA, where he mentions that AI is not in isolation. It is a complete stack. And in the foundation or in the base, you have energy or power as the base. Then you have chip, and then you have data centers, then modeling, and topmost layer is of applications. So a state or a nation or a private company has to invest in all these 5 layers of this stack to be able to make the kind of progress or the kind of agility which is required in this domain. I will use 2-3 slides from this presentation, which has been prepared for Chief Minister. And you see that India as such has missed all these shifts or introduction in technologies. Computers which came in 70s and 80s, no one can name an Indian company which is doing very well in this sector. Similarly, internet, mobile. Now, we are one of the largest manufacturer of mobile, but the kind of value we capture is quite small. So AI has given us a new opportunity. If we miss this race, then almost technology-wise, we will be behind by 30, 40 years, because this is going to stay there for 30, 40 years. This is the foundation I was mentioning about. This is the stack on which AI is built. So country has to create all these 5 layers. This is a study by McKinsey Global Institute, and these are the 12 arena, they call the sectors, which are very dynamic. So these are the 12 sectors which have added maximum value or maximum capital formation has taken in these 12 sectors in last 20 years. These are the 18 sectors McKinsey has identified, which will be making maximum value addition in coming 20 years. So a state or a country which is not doing good or which is not taking care of these sectors, you can't have much of value addition. These are the 18 sectors identified for India, where you will find maximum value addition in next 20 years. I'm mentioning this for a purpose, because almost 7 out of these 18, they are directly or indirectly dependent on AI. So if we are not doing good in AI, then we will miss all those 7 sectors. You see, this is you can say a big coincidence that world economy today, it stands on around 124 trillion US dollars. And the installed capacity of data centers almost equals to that, 122 gigawatts. You will find that share between capacity of data centers with nations, by and large, in percentage terms, it corresponds with the value of GDP of that nation in total world GDP. USA has around 5,400 data centers, and their capacity is 53 gigawatt. Share is 44% of total data center capacity in the world. You can see second is China. It is 31.9 gigawatt. And then EU combined, all the 27 nations of EU, their combined data center capacity is around 12 gigawatts. India is 3.6. And this represents almost 3% of the total world data center capacity. And I will tell you that India generates around 20% of the data. So a nation which is generating 20% of the data has 3% capacity in data centers. So we need to work very aggressively in this field. It is same slide. These are about the data center cluster program which we are planning, and this will come up as a policy. So these are the points I wanted to take from this presentation. Now I will mention 2-3 points. You see, for proper use of AI, we need other infrastructures also, especially this high-speed broadband connectivity. The moment we talk about using AI in agriculture, the current level of internet facility which we have in villages, it will not be able to support the IoT or the information which will flow from IoT and other devices which will be used for introducing AI in agriculture. So we need high-speed broadband connectivity in all the villages if we want AI to work properly in agriculture sector. Recently, we have entered into an MOU with a company in Singapore, and they are doing a pilot in Aligarh district where they will be predicting the movement of insects and also alternate and wet dry method of paddy cultivation, where sensors will tell when to irrigate the field. So all these technologies can work only if you have high-speed internet connectivity or data centers. So use of AI will come in all the fields, all the sectors, and for that, the country has to prepare. There are 3 sectors in which we need massive investment. One is education, where AI should be taught from school to universities. Second is research, which should be led by the private companies. Everywhere you see, America, China, everywhere private companies are leading the research in AI field. In India, we don't have a company in private sector whom we can say that they are leading the research in AI. In China, you see Baidu, then Tencent, they are the leaders in AI. In USA, we all know about OpenAI, Microsoft, Meta, they are leading the research in AI. So our private companies also, they need to step up, because government by structure itself, the decisions are not so agile that the kind of decision making or the speed which AI calls for. So this investment in education, research, and then application, this is very important, and state plus private entrepreneurs and private companies, they all have to work in this sector together. Thank you very much.